Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's Jazzy, the Sasquatch here. We are here for a horror night in the cave on a Friday night. I got three horror movies for you. I watched on Shudder, so we should just call this Shudder night. With October coming up and all these, we're about to just do all horror movies probably for a whole month. Like I said, the only movies that might not be the horror movies are the movies in theaters because I think Joker comes out, and I think there's a Venom maybe. I don't remember the exact dates, so I think that those two will coincide in this time period, but I think everything else will be horror movies. Matter of fact, I think what we're gonna do is on the horror night in the cave. Every day in October, I will watch a different horror movie, and then we'll just kind of document that in the cave, or kind of give you a review, maybe rate them throughout the week. They're not gonna be all new ones. There's gonna be some old ones. We want to get to Halloween, especially towards the end of the month, closer to Halloween. Some of the bigger franchises, I don't know if we're gonna like waste them all up in 1 month. You know what I mean? Because we kind of want to space out what we can and do other stuff. But that's just the plans. Let's just let you know what we're gonna do here. So we got the Shutter subscription. We're ready to watch all these horror movies. I got three for you here. They're all three of them are very good. They're all came out in the last 2 years. We're gonna start with Late Night with the Devil, directed by the Carine brothers, starring David Dastmalchian as Jack Delroy, Laura Gordon as June Ross Mitchell, Ian Bliss as Carmichael Haig, and Ingrid Torelli as Lily. As Jack Delroy's late night show, The Night Owl ratings dwindle, he desperately brings on Lily and Dr. June Ross Mitchell, and he unlocks something that he just quite don't understand what's going on. Um, this movie's awesome. We got high praise throughout the year. I should have just went and saw it in the beginning of the year. I think this movie would have hit the top 10 list early on and probably would have stayed there. Probably be still like 10 right now. Probably would have debuted at like 4 or 3. Unfortunately, it's going to be an also ran for this year, but that's just how it goes with timing and everything. This movie's awesome. High praise from everyone who has already seen it. I got Shutter. Like I told you, I got Shutter recently, and these are just three of the ones. This is like a documentary, found footage type of horror movie. You actually feel like you're watching the show, so that's good. So it's like I'm watching a late night show. It's not like I'm watching a movie, like, and that's a really good direction. That's the best thing you can say for it. I think Ingrid Trolley is downright diabolical as Lily, and when she like transforms and she does her like scary shit, and she's getting interviewed, very good. The makeup is just simple, easily done. Everything for her demon side, it's a very believable story. When I say it's a believable story, I mean it's a believable story as in I believe that a talk show host is having dwindling ratings would bring on a dumb fucking thing, and then next thing you know, the fucking devil is there. You know what I mean? Like now, like if we're gonna go there, and of course, this is like extra mile, showing you to be scary, stuff like this. So there's like extra stuff to it. But yeah, I definitely do believe the late night host would fuck around and get just everything owned. I gave it a B minus in the horror overall and overall. Sorry, it's B minus horror, B minus overall. It's not really gonna be a separate grade. It's definitely above average, just even if it's barely above average. Um, Great pacing. All these movies that actually I'm gonna talk about are all an hour and a half. I believe they're all R movies, except I think the last one wasn't rated and probably could be PG-13, which you know my thing about PG-13 movies, and it's also the least rated one. So you can kind of think about it there. David Decimation, awesome TV host. When you really kind of think of like TV hosts, you think of like these character actors. You kind of think of like just like a failed guy. Like, not I'm not saying he's failed. I'm not saying he's failed. I'm saying you think of a failed like actor, or comedian, or whatever, and they become a host, and they kind of keep going, and that's just like perfect what he is here. So I think that's kind of why it kind of drags perfectly into like a believability to it. Um, yeah, I think this is good. I definitely recommend it if you have Shutter. Find it. This is Shutter's darling this year. I think this one and the Violence one, the Violent by Nature, which I did like Violent by Nature, but my problem with it was is like, yeah, of course it had to be violent because the movie's called Violent by Nature, but it like felt like it was like overly done. And like I don't mind like the pacing there, but I try not to get involved with this movie. But I'm just saying with the Shutter movies, they're all really good. Even the Vibe by Nature one was, but I just have like a little couple picks on this. Stop talking about it. The second one I have here, sorry about that, is Watcher, directed by Chloe Okuna, starring Micah Monroe as Julia, Carl Guzman as Francis, Bern Gorman as Weber, and a couple moves to Romania. His wife starts to be stalked by someone across the street looking in their apartment window. She kind of sees at a grocery store, other places. Micah Monroe, I mean, what can I say more about her? I don't. Another great example of her just being the horror queen that she is, the scream queen that she is right now. I'm kind of want her to. I want her to go on. I want her to move on. I want to see her in a drama. I want to see her in a different type of movie. I want to see her like evolve now as an actress. But if she's gonna keep making these great horror movies, I'm gonna keep watching them. I'm gonna keep reporting them to you. Um, the great thing about this is, remember, I always talk about unreliable characters in horror movies. They have to be your narrator. They have to be your eyes and windows in it, and they have to be unreliable because you can't trust them. Because if you trust them, it means they weren't unreliable, and it means that some of the crazy shit that they see or do might be. If you can trust them, then you definitely know it's definitely real. You don't want to know it's definitely real, and that's why I liked it. And the way they did the unreliable, reliable character here is they brought it into American into a European country, and then everyone else spoke the Romanian language, and she only can speak English, and so she's automatically just done for there because no one knows what the hell's going on. She don't know what's going on. I love how they did it. You hear everyone talk about you hear everyone talk about her through the thing, but you don't get to read the concept because you don't know what they're saying. She doesn't know what they're saying. So it's very well done there. It's a congratulations. That's a new way of seeing it. I have never seen an unreliable character used that way. I love it. That was a great job. Awesome. So B minus there everywhere. Just these are just flat out B minuses. I don't think there's one. Not no. The next one's not B minus, but this one's B minus. The last one's B minus. No difference between overall grade and genre grades here is what I was trying to say. And we're going to move on to Deadstream, directed by Joseph Winter and Vanessa Winter, starring only really Joseph Winter, but Melanie Stone does play a little part. There's another guy that kind of comes in as like a zombie type thing. An influencer tries to push himself by doing stuff that scares him. For his content, he does a live stream in a haunted house, and it just goes wrong. Um, Honestly, the really good thing about this movie was the whole time I'm waiting for the joke to be on us that all this was fake. And unless I missed something, we never got that. So all this was real. And the cool things about it was, first of all, um, you believe that he was like a failed influencer. I like how he was talking with the people the whole time. I liked when they like popped up and we got to read what they were saying while he was streaming, and like how he interacted with it, like they were really streaming. Three, the big thing about it was this dude had to do it all by himself. You know how hard it is to carry a movie all by yourself, and he nailed it. I mean, yeah, it's only an hour 20 minutes, only an hour 25 minutes, whatever it is. I'm not gonna fucking hate him on that. You try and like hold an audience for an hour and 20 minutes while you're like reacting scared, funny, and you're doing a bunch of shit, and most of the people don't even think that what you're doing is real, so you know what I mean. So very good, kudos, very good job. Just like the other movies on this, it was all under 90 minutes. C plus overall for that. C plus overall horror. Uh, Probably could have got a better grade if it had more people in it. And then the only reason why I tell you that I thought the whole time we were going to be told it was fake is because there'd be times when the cameras would switch. And like when the cameras are switching, you're like, well, what the fuck's going on with this camera switching when it's supposed to be on his head and he's supposed to do that? It's just kind of like a weird editing tool that they use. But it was a very good movie, very good movie. It's C plus. Those are all good. They're all on Shudder. Check them out. We got a whole lot of horror movies coming up, guys. Do not be flinching on horror movies as they are coming up. So just let me know what your horror movies are. Let me know what you want me to watch. Let me know what you think. And please like and subscribe. Have a good rest of your day or night. And thank you very much for watching, guys. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comments section. And see you next time in the cave.